Part 6 of this onboarding series for EXP specific giveaways is going to be on the calendar and adding all of the courses that are necessary for you to your calendar so that way you attend, and the marketing center to include the buyer toolkit, the seller toolkit, and all of the other good merchandise that comes with EXP. So let's get started. So how do you access all of the 50 to 60 plus hours of training that EXP has for you every single week? You go to EXP Enterprise, of course. EXP Enterprise, you log in, you scroll down a little bit. On the right-hand side, you're going to see Education Calendar. Click on that. That's going to take you over here to the expcloud.com/calendar. Add this, you can tell that I already added it as a favorite. Add this to your favorite because you're going to be on here a lot. Now, the first things, if you're a brand new agent, you're going to see fast series, and forgive me if I'm incorrect, if that was back in my day 3 years ago, but there are going to be mandatory trainings for you to go to. It may not be live, so you may have the whole fast series on demand for whenever you can. The most important things to go to are all of them. No, I'm just kidding. The ones that I found most important are your state meetings. Your state meetings you're going to find on the right-hand side. So look up your state. Every single state has a meeting and they meet at least once a month. Usually it's twice a month, if not every single week. So be on the lookout for that, and you can easily add any of these trainings to your Google Calendar right here. Another reason why I like Google. So click on anything, add it to your calendar. If you double click on something, you can see the breakdown of the description of what it's about. The one mistake that I've made in the past is you can tell that you can scroll. These are live training. And I mean, not live, but they're going to be live trainings. So you can add these to your calendar in advance. The one mistake that I was doing is I added it in my calendar too far in advance, and sometimes they would swap speakers or they would switch the topic or something always happens because I was adding mine like 2 weeks out. I'm like, okay, this is my calendar for the month. And you can't do month, you can definitely do the next 2 weeks for sure. Another series that I highly suggest you start looking at every single time you can is the Icon series. You want to learn from Icon agents. Icon agents are the ones that cap and then do another 20 transactions within that same year. They are the most producing top real estate agents in all of EXP Realty. So you want to learn from them. They're giving away their secrets for free. Like, it's other agents that are top producing in the business in the entire EXP industry, which is we're in 25 countries, telling you exactly how they did it, and you can ask questions. So attend these trainings, make it a point to attend as many Icon classes as you can. So as you scroll down, you'll be able to see some. So another thing to look out for is anything that catches your eye. There's going to be a lot of other country stuff, so don't worry about the Canada unless you're in Canada. EXP World Tour is going to be part of your onboarding training already with EXP, but take a look at these. So EXP Explain Live, these are really good. So if you have any questions about what it is, here, you can click on it once and it's going to tell you exactly what this training is. And Frank Benunto is teaching it. Frank is an awesome guy. He's very good to learn from. I met him personally when I went to EXPCon. Highly suggest going to EXPCon, by the way, especially getting the early bird tickets so that way you don't pay full price later on. And it's a no-brainer for you to go if you make Icon, because if you make Icon, they're paying for you to go. So go. Plus you have the opportunity to make an extra like $2,000 to $4,000 just being there if you end up teaching something, which I ended up teaching something impromptu my first year that I went. So EXP Explain Live, this is pretty much going to be for how EXP does things differently. So it's going to be recruiting. I'm not going to go into all these trainings here, but another thing to go to is the Utility Connect, because as you work with buyers, EXP has a solution, which is called Utility Connect service, where for free for the buyers, the Utility Connect service is a third party that helps the buyers connect to all of their utility bills. So that way it's easier for everyone. But take a look at these, click anything, and then add it to your Google Calendar. This is that. Make sure you save this in your folder. If you are a brand new agent, you have to attend your state meetings. It's a really, really good idea too anyway. One, you show face to the brokers. As long as you participate too, they'll see, okay, this person actually cares about their business, and if they're participating, the more you get your name out, the better. And number two, if you're a new agent, you have to participate to even graduate out of the mentor program. So make sure you attend. And if you want to be a mentor, then you want to make sure that you attend, because a lot of states are very, very strict about who can be a mentor. And they will ask, because obviously you have to apply to be a mentor. So during that application process, they're going to see how many state meetings have you actually attended within the last year. And if it's less than a certain threshold, they will not allow you to be a mentor, because they want you to make sure that you know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to the state rules. And the state rules change and the contracts change every 6 months. So you want to make sure that you actually attend these meetings. Okay, so that's it for the calendar. Now let's go to marketing, baby. Let's freaking go. Back to enterprise, of course, you click on Marketing Center. All of these three actually are marketing and branding. So on the left-hand side, you get the logos, the branding, the signs. I've spoken about this a little bit already in the previous one. The Marketing Center and the brand store. So merchandise, you want to buy a hat, you want to buy not shoes, I was going to say shoes, a hoodie, a sweatshirt, a polo, something like that. You can do it here. Business cards, you have that free $50 or something like that, maybe 100 to get started. So I use mine on folders and I loved it because I also don't do business cards. So customizable marketing materials for social media, the branding stuff here as well. But I want to dig deeper on this even more. So when you click on Marketing Center, you're going to see that you can automatically, well, not automatically, within a couple of more steps, you can start farming neighborhoods from here directly. You don't even have to have an entire list. You can purchase a list and start sending mailers through this website. It's a one-stop shop. I mean, welcome to EXP. So automated marketing packages over here. Click on that. Walled garden Facebook ad. The Facebook ads. You can do Facebook ads directly from here and creating your listing kit. This is where we're getting closer to what I want to talk about. So the listing kit, in case you didn't know, EXP was the first brokerage to come out publicly with their new listing kit, their total seller toolkit. And I'm talking scripts. What is EXP telling their agents to tell the clients when it comes to the new NAR changes, the new contracts, the verbiage, etc. EXP is the only brokerage that was doing this, telling, and not only just doing this for their own agents, of course, they were leading from the front, but they made this public. So now other brokerages are copying what EXP is doing and kind of doing like a 2.0 and then doing their own thing. But EXP has always been leading from the front. And so this is where you're going to be able to find all that good stuff. So let's go to the toolkits over here. And here we go. You have the buyer representation toolkit. You have the seller toolkit. So let's just click on, we'll click on buyers for now. But those are the biggest three changes as of right now. There are always changes because we're in real estate. So, okay, Holly Mabry, in case you don't follow her on Workplace, YouTube, do as many as you can because she is the spokesperson for everything. I don't want to say legal, but for all of the NAR guidance of what's coming out. Do not miss Holly's classes. She is good. I always thought there was a Y in there. Mabry. There's one Y. I thought there were two. Okay, so this is where you'll be able to see her next meeting, and this is all clickable, obviously, but this is exactly telling you everything of what you need to know about how to handle a buyer, what to say to them, other resources, and these go back to the NAR directly, how to articulate your value to get paid. So now that, a lot of sellers aren't paying buyer's agents anymore, this is how you will get paid if you articulate your value. Essential forms, FAQs, social media stuff that you can share, current press, so that way you sound knowledgeable, and extra resources. This is the timeline to understand how we got to this point that we're at now. This is the buyer-broker agreement. Again, EXP has made all of this public. As you can tell over here, well, maybe you can't. This is a public website. You do not need to log into Enterprise for this. Anybody, somebody from Real can log in, somebody from Keller Williams, anybody can log into this and they can get ideas from what EXP is teaching us. So how to utilize the forms, FAQ, absolutely save this as a favorite because you need to know this. And there is no one that's going to be specifically walking you through all these forms. You are a business owner, you're an entrepreneur. Read through all these forms to make sure that you have it on lock so that way you don't sound stupid when you talk to buyers and sellers. So go through this. As you can tell, I'm not even halfway through the page. Watch these videos, etc. Going back, now I want to touch on the seller toolkit. It's going to be the same thing, but on the seller side, exactly what to say. It gives you a listing presentation. You do not need to create a buyer presentation. You do not need to create a seller presentation. EXP gives you these for free. Revenue Share 2.0, in case recruiting interests you. Creating your perfect elevator pitch, this is exactly how to get started. Click it here, click the Revenue Share program here directly from Glenn's words. And watch these infographics. This is stuff that you can post online on your YouTube channel, send it to a friend, send it to someone who is considering 2 different brokerages and they may want to name you as a sponsor. This is what I do all day, every single day. So if you have any questions, like I've mentioned several times before, anybody that you think is looking to get into real estate or that is already a good real estate agent that wants to switch brokerages, let me know. Let's do a 3-way call. They will absolutely go under you, but I am here exactly for that. Again, I win when you win. And when you are happy, I am happy. Happy. Okay. Anyway, it's about time I go to bed. It's 9:12. Okay. So take a look at this. Even if you're not interested in recruiting at this time, still take a look because recruiting comes naturally. You know, like whenever you talk to a friend, the longer you're a real estate agent, you're going to talk to other real estate agents. They're going to be like, oh, what brokerage are you with? How'd you choose that? And just in that conversation, that's when you start talking about your brokerage. So just because you don't think that you're a recruiter, you don't feel, you don't want to come off salesy, you're in the sales business. The point of sales is to make sure that you say it in such a way, in your words, where you don't sound salesy. That's sales. Anyway, so this has everything here. How do you explain revenue share? The 2.0, because we now have rev share 2.0 where we get paid significantly more. And I want to show you that. And I want you to experience that. And let's see, you can go to charts. You can go to you can go to charts here. And I actually don't have this saved. I'm going to save this right now. But this is a good way to show the different tiers and how many agents you need in order to qualify for that next level, start making money from level 3. And ooh, this is a nice one. Okay, I'm going to start using these in my YouTube videos. Save. This is here. Let me show you how I save stuff, as my save button doesn't even work. Okay, well, anyway, I save it and I save it to my recruiting folder. I have an agent attraction folder here. And by the way, if you guys want these links, if you know of an easier way instead of me just copying and pasting each one, let me know. I want to show you everything of what I have. Like there is nothing that I'm keeping a secret. Any question that you have that's not Googleable, please, if there's a question that you can easily find on your own, please do that. The crew is growing a lot and I want to make sure that you are putting in some effort too, but I'm here for it. So let me know if there's a high level question that you cannot get answered on Google or, on Inside Real Estate or from your mentor. If you have any issues with your mentor, let me know. That actually takes us to the next spot. So that is a workplace with the toolkits. Take advantage. Oh my God, take an entire day and read through everything. Following the schedule here, fast series. Okay, mentor. I'm gonna go into the mentor versus sponsor and expectations. We're gonna do all this in one video. Hopefully my battery lasts. EXP mentor at this point, I hope you know, is someone boots on ground in your MLS. I am not a mentor. I likely am not even in your MLS. I may not even be in your state, not even maybe your country. So that is whenever you have questions on your MLS specific, your contract, any state specific forms, that goes to your mentor. If you don't have a mentor, ask your broker. I am your sponsor or someone else in my downline is your sponsor. Either way, you can act as if I'm your sponsor because I am in your upline and therefore when you win, I win. So I am financially incentivized to see you succeed. Hence all of this, which not many sponsors do. Actually, I don't know of any sponsor that has a video series. Oh my gosh, I don't know of any sponsor that has a video series like this for you guys. Not one. So, hey. Okay, expectations on sponsor versus mentor. I think I've mentioned this before, but I have to say it again. My expectation is that before you ask me a question, you've tried to find it on your own. We're adults. I'm busy, you're busy. And so my expectation also is not that you expect me to, or rather this should be, I guess, your expectation. Do not expect me to hand hold you to the point where I'm telling you, if my response likely could be, you can Google that. That's like one of my pet peeves. Like if you haven't even tried to answer a question, I'm not going to get back to you right away. I just have to be brutally honest. I have to respect my time because I'm pouring into others that are have the high level questions already. If you're asking questions that I know are on trainings already, then I'm going to refer you back to a training. And that's not meant to be rude. This is meant to help you. I could give you a 1-sentence response, or I can point you in a direction of a training that's 20, 30 minutes long or an hour long, where you can get the full benefit of it. So when I say, oh my gosh, watch this training, I don't mean that at all to pawn you off. I mean that as this is way more intense than I can do right now, or maybe even ever. So that's my expectations. With your mentor, every mentor is different. There is no specific mentor program. So every mentor does this out of the goodness of their own heart. Ask them, what can you expect of them? What should they expect of you? That's the best working relationship. Do not expect to even be assigned a mentor until a month, maybe even 2 months after you join. That's pretty normal. If your sponsor leaves, say I leave EXP, you still have everybody in the upline, which by the way, I do not have any plans on, hence all of this. Say your sponsor's name is Abby, and I sponsored Abby in. Abby sponsors you in, and Abby leaves. At that point, nothing changes. Aside from Abby no longer having access to EXP, I still help you. You're still on my level 2, but it doesn't matter because if you're in my downline, even if you're level 15, I don't give a shit. Even though I only get paid up to level 7, I don't care if you're level 15. Because if I'm providing you help, that means that your upline is happy and your upline is my downline. So again, we're all business. This is exactly what a business partner is. If your sponsor leaves, you are still part of 5 pillars. I'm still part of 5 pillars. Nothing changes as far as resources, the trainings go. Everything is still the same with us. The only thing is if your sponsor had offered some trainings, then that sponsor wouldn't be able to offer those trainings anymore. And that is that. Before my battery dies, see you in the next video.